Hello, everyone, and welcome to this comprehensive and in-depth exploration of the remarkable evolution of the World Wide Web. Today, we're going to dive deep into the three major eras: Web1, the static beginnings; Web2, the interactive social revolution; and Web3, the promising decentralized future that could redefine our digital lives. Let's begin our journey by going back to the very origins of it all in the early days of the internet. Web1, often referred to as the read-only web, truly dominated the landscape throughout the 1990s and represented the internet's initial phase of growth. During this time, the web was essentially a vast collection of static HTML pages that users could only view and consume without any real ability to contribute or interact, making it a one-directional flow of information from creators to audiences. Visionary pioneers like Tim Berners-Lee played a pivotal role in inventing and shaping this foundational era, with the very first website, info.cern.ch, going live on August 6, 1991 at CERN in Switzerland. This period established the core technologies that underpin the modern internet, including the hypertext transfer protocol for data transfer, hypertext markup language for structuring content, and early web browsers like Mosaic that made accessing these pages possible for the general public. To help users navigate this expansive yet mostly static digital library, early search engines such as Yahoo, founded in 1994 by Jerry Yang and David Filo, and AltaVista, launched in 1995 by Digital Equipment Corporation, emerged as essential tools for finding information amid the growing number of sites. However, interaction remained extremely limited, confined to a straightforward one-way information flow where users read but did not write, click but did not create. The inherent limitations of Web1 were quite evident from the start. There was no provision for user interaction, no dynamic content generation on the fly, and everything was simply information presented for passive consumption, much like flipping through the pages of a vast digital encyclopedia. While it was incredibly powerful in extending the reach of knowledge to anyone with an internet connection, it lacked the engagement that would later transform the web into a participatory space. Then around the early 2000s, Web2 arrived as a groundbreaking shift, ushering in an era of heightened interactivity and the explosion of user-generated content that turned the internet into a lively, collaborative platform. This transformation elevated users from mere passive consumers of information to active participants who could contribute, share, and shape the online world in meaningful ways. The term Web 2.0 quote was popularized by Tim O'Reilly in 2004 during a conference that highlighted this new wave of web applications, and it quickly saw the rise of transformative social media platforms, including Facebook, launched in February 2004 by Mark Zuckerberg and his college roommates, and YouTube, founded in 2005 by Chad Hurley, Steve Chen, and Jod Karim, which forever altered how people connect, communicate, and share multimedia content across the globe. Iconic platforms like Wikipedia, which was launched on January 15, 2001 by Jimmy Wales and Larry Sanger, exemplified the power of collective intelligence where millions collaborate to build an ever-growing repository of knowledge. Advancements in technologies such as AJAX or asynchronous JavaScript and XML allowed for dynamic web pages that updated in real time without full-page reloads, making online experiences much more responsive, intuitive, and engaging for users everywhere. Web2 truly fostered the building of vibrant online communities and enabled unprecedented global sharing, empowering individuals to create profiles, upload photos and videos, write blog posts, and interact through comments and likes in ways that were unimaginable just a decade earlier. It democratized content creation, turning everyday users into publishers and influencers, and sparking a creative renaissance on the internet. Yet this era of connectivity and participation did not come without significant drawbacks, as the centralization of vast amounts of user data and control in the hands of a few large tech companies like Google, Meta, and Amazon raised serious concerns about data privacy breaches and the dominance of ad-driven business models that prioritize profits over user well-being. While Web2 brilliantly connected billions of people and facilitated incredible social and economic opportunities, it often did so at the expense of true individual ownership and control over personal digital identities and assets, creating a trade-off where convenience and seamless connectivity came with the hidden cost of dependency on centralized platforms. Now, as we stand on the cusp of a new paradigm, Web3 emerges with its core principles of decentralization, true user ownership of data and assets, and seamless interoperability across platforms, all largely powered by the innovative underpinnings of blockchain technology that promises to reshape the internet once again. The journey began with Bitcoin, introduced in a white paper by the pseudonymous Satoshi Nakamoto in October 2008 and launched as the first blockchain in January 2009, which pioneered the idea of a decentralized digital currency free from central bank control. This was followed by Ethereum in July 2015, created by Vitalik Buterin and a team of developers, which revolutionized the space by introducing smart contracts, self-executing code that automates agreements without intermediaries. Among the key innovations in Web3 are non-fungible tokens, or NFTs, which certify unique digital ownership of items like art, music, or virtual real estate through blockchain, ensuring provenance and scarcity in the digital realm. Additionally, decentralized autonomous organizations, known as DAOs, enable community-led governance where members vote on decisions using tokens, democratizing control in ways traditional corporations cannot. Decentralized finance, or DeFi, is another cornerstone seeking to replicate and innovate upon traditional financial services like lending, borrowing, and trading directly on the blockchain. allowing users to manage their assets peer-to-peer without relying on banks or other centralized intermediaries, potentially making finance more accessible worldwide. At its heart, Web3 seeks to empower individual users by granting them direct sovereignty over their personal data, digital identities, and assets through cryptographic keys and wallets, while providing robust censorship resistance that protects against arbitrary shutdowns and fostering a more open, permissionless internet where innovation can flourish freely. Ultimately, Web3 represents a profound shift in power dynamics, moving authority away from massive corporations and back to the individual, so that instead of merely renting access to your data and content from dominant platforms, you can truly own and monetize it on your own terms in a fairer digital ecosystem. Despite its transformative potential, Web3 is not without substantial challenges, including issues of scalability to handle mass adoption without high fees or slow transactions, evolving regulatory frameworks that vary by country and could stifle growth, and the need for broader user adoption beyond tech enthusiasts to reach everyday people. Looking ahead, the future of Web3 holds exciting possibilities such as immersive metaverses, where virtual and physical realities blend seamlessly for work, play, and socializing, alongside a more equitable digital economy that distributes value more fairly through tokenomics and decentralized protocols, potentially unlocking new forms of creativity and collaboration. To recap our journey through the web's evolution, Web1 served to inform us by providing the essential static framework for accessing and disseminating digital information to the masses for the first time. Web2 then connected us on a profound level, building thriving communities around user-generated content and interactive experiences that brought the world closer together. And now Web3 stands ready to empower us individually with its vision of decentralization, genuine ownership, and an open internet that puts users in the driver's seat. The web's incredible journey is far from over. It's constantly evolving, adapting to new technologies and societal needs in ways that continue to surprise and inspire. So what do you envision for the future of the internet in this Web3 era? Will it truly deliver on its promises of freedom and equity? I'd love to hear your thoughts and predictions in the comments below. Thank you so much for joining me on this exploration. Until next time.